Okay, guys. So when the story came out about George Floyd and the police officer working together, it sure put a lot of suspicion around the entire story. I wondered what is going on there? Like, why? Just there are a lot of questions surrounding it. Well, now it makes perfect sense. This is happening live right now. Watch this.
Knee on the neck of George Floyd. Now I want to talk here with, this is Maya Santa Maria. She's a local business owner. She owns a nightclub that's behind us, among other businesses. And you knew this officer, you worked with him. What was his role there?
He was our off-duty police officer at El Nuevo Rodeo for the better part of 2 decades.
And what was your interaction, your experience with him? Obviously, he worked security, you were saying. What was he like?
Yeah, he was in the capacity of off-duty officer. He was, he was kind of a calm gentleman. I never would have expected anything like this from him at all. But I did notice that he got very anxious when there was an urban night where there were a lot of African-American people, as did many other officers. He was certainly not the only one.
So you saw...
Jesus. Oh my, the race baiting is out of control. It's out of control.
And there was an urban night where there were a lot of African-American people, as did many other officers. He was certainly not the only one.
So you saw a different tone or a different posture from him when you had African-American patrons versus other races, is that what you're saying?
They literally are gassing the fire right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, ours is a predominantly Latino nightclub. With the Latino staff, the police kind of behaved in one manner. And then when we had a predominantly African or African-American clientele, the way in which the entire event was treated was completely different.
And give me some details just for our viewers. So what do you talk about when you said that he treated them differently? What did he do? How did he act?
Well, really, it's systemic because it started all the way from licensing and went through the third precinct, and then was an expression of also how the officers reacted when they were there. I would just kind of characterize it as skittish. So they would get very nervous very quickly and want to pull out the pepper spray with any little thing that might happen, and they certainly acted very kind of group mentality. They always had to call backup if a little tiny thing happened. So it was different than what we saw on our Latin nights.
So your club also employed the victim here, George Floyd. Tell me about him and his role.
George was called in to do extra security as a support on some of our urban nights, which were usually Tuesdays or Sundays, and he was just a really nice guy. Everybody liked him. That's why he got called in by some of my guys. They come in here tonight. We need some help. And he was very well liked in the community, both the Latino community and the African American community.
Going back to Officer Chauvin, did it surprise you when you saw him in this video? I mean, did they know each other based on your experience? They both worked for you at the club.
You people who watch this shit.
I suspect that they recognized each other, even though they may have crossed paths.
You people who watch this.
Me and my team. I don't think they recognized each other. I just like to think that had Chauvin realized that was one of my boys, that he would have treated him with more humanity. But either way, he should have been treated with more humanity and given mercy when he was begging for his life. And so it's really something that I can't explain. I can't believe that Derek Chauvin did this.
I want to go back to something you just said because I think it's important, and obviously this is your view of the officer, and we're welcome to hearing from him and his attorney. We want to know his side. But one thing that you said is how he treated African Americans, saying that he would the posture was different. They were skittish. You said that they would call police as backup. What did you mean by that?
One little thing would happen. Maybe a little fight would break out or something, and all of a sudden I would go downstairs and 5 or 6 on duty patrol.
So why did you employ him for 17 years?
That is not what I was used to seeing with
well, you race baiter. Why did you employ him for 17 years?
Having to resort to spraying mace everywhere and hitting women. And
hey, reporter.
It had nothing to do with any of the altercations.
Reporter, why did she employ him for 17 years?
When we were doing our urban nights, on behalf of the police and licensing as well.
Well, thank you, Maya, so much for
good reporting, reporter.
Appreciate it. Obviously, Brianna, we continue.
You guys, you can't make this shit up. You should see what CNN is doing now. Holy cow. They're race baiting the fact that their four guys got arrested Keep in mind, 3 of them were white, and the other one was, I don't know, from Central America or South America. But now they're claiming he's black.
People in this city get several days, an investigation. We have to see both sides. That press conference yesterday, if they meant to quell concerns and bring the level of anger down, the only thing it did was drive home just how unequal the system is here, people on the ground say. And then to see our own Omar Jimenez arrested, activists here, people here, they saw a black man arrested on television because he was black.
Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, this is so good. Oh, CNN has, oh God.
Omar Jimenez arrested, activists here, people here, they saw a black man arrested on television because he was black.
Oh my God. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
After showing his ID, after indicating that he was a reporter, and then afterwards the state police says, oh, we were just making sure who they were, we didn't know, we had to check their IDs. The whole world saw it. And I think people here got that message entirely. It will be welcome news that Mr. Chauvin is arrested, but they're expecting that the bar is a hell of a lot higher today. Brianna?
And I think, Miguel, you're really speaking to a frustration with how there are so many folks we've spoken with.
So let me summarize. What this CNN reporter is saying is that the violence should be ramped up because their crew allegedly was arrested. They're inciting more riots and looting is what they're doing. And they're claiming that that guy, Jimenez, is black. They're not talking about the 3 white people that were arrested with him. What in the hell is wrong with you people?
Who feel like they're being told to be satisfied with incremental change, right? I spoke earlier this week with Gwen Carr, the mother of Eric Garner, and she said she was happy to see that these officers were fired.
That's enough of that.